Hello primary 5 students, how are you? Welcome in your science class. As now we will study lesson 4 from concept 2 unit 3. This is me Shaimaa Hamdy and you are watching the Big Sister channel. As now we study activity 8. So are you ready? Yes. Activity 8 has the title Conservation, Preservation and Sustainability. Okay, as you see here, did you know that paper is made from trees? As you see here in this picture, yes, we take the wood from the trees and then it's chopped like this and it is processed and be dried to form this paper. Okay, so paper is made from tree and trees are plants, and we know that plants are natural resources. Yes, okay, we have here another example. You know that most plastics are made from oil, and we know that oil is natural resource. Yes, another example, you know, clothes are made from cotton or from wool. Yes, as clothes are made from cotton or from wool, so they are made from plants or animals. Yes, because we get wool from sheep. Yes, so we know that plants and animals are natural resources. So from those examples we notice what? Yes, there are many things that we use every day as papers, as clothes, yes, as plastics, yes, all of these and other things are made from what? Natural resources. So we need what? It's important to conserve these natural resources, okay, to protect them from running out. Okay, so there will be enough natural resources when we need them. Okay, so now we want to know how to conserve natural resources, okay, because it's very important. So now conservation of the natural resources. Okay, as we have ways to conserve the natural resources, we will take an example now. As some countries prevent using or developing natural resources in protected areas, as some countries don't allow people to reach to some areas that is protected areas, as some countries control, okay, reaching to some areas, as no people go there, okay, to these areas, as what? As Ras Muhammad Protectorate in South Sinai. Here we have a new word, protectorate. It comes like the word protect, and we have ret, okay, so it's a protectorate. Okay, and we have another example, Wadi al-Hitan Protectorate in Fayoum. Okay, so here we have two examples for a protected area of land. Okay, as in these protected areas the natural resources can't be used or developed. Okay, okay, as you see here, this is Ras Muhammad Protectorate in South Sinai, and here we have Wadi al-Hitan Protectorate in El Fayoum. Okay, so some countries control reaching of humans to the natural resources or using them, okay, in these places or areas. We can call it restricted access. Restricted access means control reaching. So people can't use these natural resources in these places, okay? We call this preservation. 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 Okay, so this is the first way to conserve the natural resources, is to control reaching of humans to the natural resources or using them, as Ras Muhammad Protectorate and Wadi al-Hitan Protectorate. Okay, the opposite of preservation, as preservation, to conserve, yes, to don't allow people to use these natural resources. The opposite of this word is depletion. Depletion, and this means overusing, as we use these natural resources faster than they can be formed, okay, or replaced. As what, we have examples? Yes, we have examples. The depletion or overusing in fishing. If the catching fish by the human is more than the fish that can be replaced, so fish become rare and fishing will decrease, because we catch fish more than the fish can be replaced by reproduction. Okay, so they will become rare and fishing will decrease because there is no fish in the sea or ocean, or we have a small amount of fish. Okay, so here this is the first example for depletion or overusing, the opposite of preservation. Okay, the second example we have the groundwater, as if the groundwater of wells, okay, are used with rate faster than it can be replaced by rain, as groundwater comes from the collection of the rain. Okay, so if we use more groundwater, so with the rate faster than it can be collected or replaced, so what will happen? Yes, the groundwater runs out, okay, and the wells becomes dry. Okay, so those are the two examples for depletion or overusing: the fishing, overfishing, and the groundwater. Okay, if we use these natural resources with rate more than it can be replaced or faster than it can be replaced, so we will have a problem here. Okay, they will run out. As we see here, this is the overfishing, yes, the overusing of fishing or depletion of fishing, yes, it causes problem. As we know, the fish becomes rare and fishing will decrease, yes. Also here we have the groundwater. If we use groundwater with the rate faster than it can be replaced, so the wells will become dry, okay, and the groundwater will run out. Okay, we talked about one way of the conservation, which is preservation, as to control reaching of people or human to the natural resources. Okay, and the opposite of these is depletion or overusing. Yes. Okay, here we have the second way to conserve natural resources. Okay, we will take this example to know what is this way. Okay, the cow feeding in a field where the grass grows slowly. Here we have field, but this field, the grass in it grow slowly. Okay, what is the meaning? As if this grass eaten, okay, so it will take a long time to be replaced because this grass grows slowly. Okay, so if the cows are placed in a large grass field, very big. So the cow still have more food as they have large area that covered with grass, so all the time they will find food. Yes? Okay. So the grass will grow back in other areas as they will eat here, and then they will go to another place because the field is very big. Okay? So the grass have a chance to grow back. Okay? So we call this sustainable situation. This is a sustainable situation. Okay? Okay? And this is a way for conservation. Okay? Okay. But if the cows are placed in many small areas, what will happen? Can you think with me? As you see here, if the cows placed in small areas, okay, so what will happen? They will eat all the grass, okay, and grass will disappear, okay, and in these areas, and the cows will be very hungry because this grass to be grown, it takes more longer time, okay, and we can call this situation unsustainable situation. It is the opposite of sustainable situation. Okay? Okay. So using the grass, which is natural resource, yes, as in the first situation, as we placed the cows in a large grass field, okay, so they can eat, okay, and the grass can be replaced because there is a large area. Okay, so this doesn't affect negatively the future supply as cows will find food all the time. Okay, so this we call it sustainability. Okay, to use the natural resource in the way that doesn't affect negatively in the future supply, as we can find these natural resource in future. So this is, we call it sustainability. Okay, so this is a way of natural resources conservation called sustainability. Okay, as we use a natural resource but in a way that doesn't affect it negatively in the future. Okay, so in our example of the cows that placed in a large grass area, so this is a sustainable situation because what, as the future supply doesn't affect it. Okay, here, because all the time they will find grass. Okay, but if we place these cows in small areas, okay, so what will happen? Yes, they will eat all the grass and there is no future supply. Okay, so the future supply is negatively affected. Okay, as in future the cows will be hungry and there is no grass because the grass grows very slowly. Okay, so this we call it unsustainable situation. Okay, unsustainable situation. Okay, now we know the two ways of conservation of natural resource, as we have preservation and sustainability. Okay, as what the meaning of preservation? Yes, restricted access, controlled reaching. Don't forget these expressions. Okay, from humans, as we can say, prevent using or developing of these natural resource. We can't reach to these natural resource. We can't use or develop these natural resource. Okay, as the two protectorates, as Ras Muhammad Protectorate and Wadi El Hitan Protectorate. Okay, but in sustainability we use the natural resource. Okay, but in the way that it doesn't affect um, the future supply negatively, okay? As the example of the cows feeding on grass in large field, okay? Okay, we also know that the preservation, the opposite of preservation is depletion or overusing, as the overfishing and the groundwater, the overusing of the groundwater. And the sustainability as a sustainable situation, and the opposite, what? Yes, the unsustainable situation as the cows in many small areas, okay? Okay. So we have here a question. Give reasons for countries prevent using or developing natural resources in some protected areas of land. Why? So this is preservation, yes? So we can answer to preserve natural resources, okay? To preserve natural resources. As don't forget that preservation means to prevent, okay? Using or developing a natural resource, okay? So we can't use or develop these natural resources in special areas, okay? In protected areas. But when people manage the use of the natural resources, as they can use this natural resource without negative effects on their amount in the future, so this is sustainability, okay? So there are some factors that affect sustainability, okay? What are these factors? We have 4 factors. Overpopulation, as if the total number of people that live in this area is high, so they will use more natural resource, so that it can be negatively affect the future supply. So this is the first factor. The second factor is the overuse, okay, or damage of the resources, okay? If the resources are damaged or overused, so this will affect the future supply, okay, negatively. Also the pollution, that the pollution affect for sure the sustainability, okay? Also here the unequal distribution of resources, as the natural resources aren't found equally in the environments, as we will see now. As here we have 2 environments, environment that have a large amount of water and plants, and the other environment which has few amount of water and plants, which are natural resources. So this is one of the factors that affect sustainability. So this is the unequal distribution of natural resources on Earth, okay? And as we know, this is population, so here, and pollution, as you see here, for sure, pollution affects the sustainability, okay? And the overuse or damage of the resources. So we have 4 factors that affect the sustainability, okay? Overuse or damage of the resources, pollution, population, and the unequal distribution of resources on Earth. Do you remember the natural resources classification? Yes, as we have, yes, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources like water, like plants, like animals, okay? They can be used up if people don't use them wisely, okay? As they are renewable, as they can replace, but if the people don't use them wisely, so they will run out. And non-renewable resources as what? Yes, as coal and oil, okay? So we need to conserve all the natural resources, even they are renewable resources or non-renewable resources. As we see here, these are examples for, yes, wasting the natural resources, as examples like what? As fresh water, as the fresh water is polluted. Okay, so it causes what? Yes, the water becomes undrinkable. We can't drink this polluted water. Okay, so also the pollution of burning fuel of non-renewable resources as coal, as oil, leads to what? Pollution of soil, and this cause death for plants and animals, and those are renewable resources. Yes, so also cutting down too many trees, which is deforestation, okay, causes to what? Yes, the soil isn't covered with plants and trees, so the water and wind can carry away soil, causing soil erosion. So here, this is an example for wasting the natural resources as soil, as trees. Okay, now we will move to activity 9 to show you how to calculate your usage of water, okay, which is a very important natural resource. As water is a renewable natural resource, we use water in many activities, yes, in our daily life, as drinking, to taking shower, washing hands, cooking food, watering plants. Okay, so here we have two methods, okay, to calculate our usage of water. As first one is to know the number of minutes, okay, to do the activity in each time. As I take a shower in 10 minutes, okay, and in each minute I use 7 liters. So with a simple calculation we can calculate the amount of water used. Yes, 10 times 7 equals 70 liters. So in taking shower in 10 minutes you used 70 liters of water, okay, and so on. As another activity, as brushing teeth, you take time 4 minutes, and each minute you use 6 liters. So 4 times 6, you use amount of water 24 liters to brush your teeth. Okay, also we have another method to calculate our usage of water, as if you know how many times you do these activities, as you flushing the toilet 4 times, okay, and each time it takes 5 liters. So we have consumed or used 20 liters of water, okay, in the day. Okay, and also in washing hand, if we wash our hands 6 times, okay, and in each time we use 4 liters, so we have total 24 liters per day. Okay, all of these is the calculation for one person. If we do these calculations for a family, okay, contain 4 members, okay, as they flushing toilet 20 times, and each time it consumes 4 liters, so we consume in the day 80 liters, and also in washing hands. So from these numbers we know that we need to conserve our using of water. Okay, how? As we can decrease the time of some activities like taking shower, as we can take a shower in 5 minutes or 6 minutes instead of 10 minutes, okay, if it is not necessary. Okay, and we can turn off water while we are brushing our teeth, so we can conserve water. With this point we finish our lesson. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next video inshallah. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share my channel, and goodbye.